Alright nerds, Corner 99. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Sooner or later, there will be a top 10 Marvel films, because I feel like those are going to be separate. There will be a top 10 DC films. Yes, I'm a DC fan and a Marvel fan. Nerd's Corner means nerd everything. There will also be a tattoo tour once, because I have DC tattoos and Marvel tattoos. So eventually also there will be a full film reveal on how many movies I actually own. But for now, we're gonna stick to a very simple, very easy top 10. I will go through this top 10. These are gonna be of all kind of genres. I watch everything. Primarily I love action, comedy. I am a grown-ass man that still watches cartoons, and you would be surprised at what my number one pick is. Those who know me know what my favorite movie of all time is, but for those that are new and those who don't know me, they might be shocked and surprised by this one. So, starting in at number 10. Also, disclaimer, none of these movies are bad. 10 does not mean the worst. 1 does not mean the absolute best. Well, in this case it will. But none of these movies below spot 1 suck. Let's just go over there. So, starting in at number 10, we have Kevin Smith's movie, Clerks. Now, Clerks is one of the best black and white movies of all time. Black and white simply because Kevin Smith didn't have a budget on his very first movie to make it. But I was introduced to Kevin Smith back when I was around like 16 and instantly fell in love with his comedic style, the way he directs, and I was told to check out Clerks. I have since watched Dogma. I have watched Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I have watched Jersey Girl, unfortunately. I have watched Clerks 2. I have watched Clerks 3. I have watched the reboot movie. I own Mallrats, and previously owned Chasing Amy, but I think I lost it. But yes, Kevin Smith is amazing. On to the next one. So this next one, kind of an indie pick, kind of an interesting pick to maybe for some, but it's Daniel Radcliffe's Horns. Horns is one of those like movies with like horror elements that I absolutely love. I am a huge Harry Potter stan, and because of that, I adore Daniel Radcliffe as an actor. He's one of my favorite actors that there is. And post Harry Potter, the dude's done all kinds of crazy movies, and I am totally behind it. And of his crazy movies post Harry Potter, Horns stands out as like one of the best because it's based off of a book by Stephen King's son, which I happen to own, Joe Hill. Fantastic book, fantastic movie, which very rarely happens, is that the book is just as good as the film, if not complementary to each other. So I just picked that up. Should have read the book before, but I didn't. Read the book after I saw the movie, which is I know is a no-no. But so here we are. That's number 9. Number 8 is Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon. I mean, one of the oldest movies I own. It's literally from the 70s. Little known fun fact about me, I actually love martial arts, even though I don't know how to fight. I don't know. I have no fighting fighting prowess or whatever, however you say that word. I cannot. But I love watching it on screen, and Enter the Dragon is the perfect embodiment of a martial arts movie. So good. So much fighting, so much killing, so much just rawness. Love it. On to the next one, my 7th pick. The original 2014 John Wick. Yes. John Wick. Love Keanu Reeves. Again, one of my favorite actors of all time. Speed, classic. Point Break, classic. Bill and Ted, classic. But I say, and The Matrix. Can't forget The Matrix. But I'd say for me, Keanu Reeves' best is John Wick. And I say John Wick because each movie is amazing. Like John Wick 1, lit. John Wick 2, lit. John Wick 3, super lit. John Wick 4, ultimate lit. Now, if we talking Matrix, Matrix 1, lit. Matrix 2, ugh. Matrix 3, ugh. Matrix 4, ugh. Like, they all get yikes. They're all yikes after the very first one. So that's why I say my favorite Keanu Reeves movie and subsequent film series is John Wick. For my next pick, now this one, Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino, I know the guy's weird, feet and whatnot, he's weird, but he is my favorite director of all time. Guy Ritchie being second, but Tarantino, again, like I said with Kevin Smith, Tarantino's directing style, I love his storytelling. He tells really great, compelling stories. Love them. So it shouldn't come as any surprise that I have a double pick from Tarantino. My next favorite movie of all time, Reservoir Dogs. Such a great movie. I think Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs are probably Tarantino's best movies? Question mark? It's objective. You know, we can all have our opinions, but in my honest opinion, it's Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. Stellar. Now this next movie, I instantly fell in love with this actor when I saw this movie back when I was a kid. It is going to be Liam Neeson's first Taken film. Can't tell you how many times that I've watched this movie. A lot of times, like exponential amount of times, and it turned Neeson into an action star. And ever since then, he's pumped out hits and hits and hits. But you know, I know in the last couple of years he's gone the direct-to-DVD route, and they're hit or miss. But he had a string from the first Taken came out to maybe 2019-ish that dude pumped out bangers after bangers on bangers. So then now we crack into the top three. So number 3. So up until the third one, everything else has been, I can kind of interchange. But these top 3 are near and dear to my heart, and you know who I am as a person, who I am as a nerd, who I am as, you know, me. So for number 3, we're going Ready Player One. Self-explanatory. I mean, it's a movie for nerds, by nerds, everything nerds. I mean, this is Nerd's Corner. I mean, Ready Player One. If you call yourself a nerd and you have not watched this movie, you're doing yourself a disservice. Ready Player One is the quintessential nerd movie, full of pop culture references. I mean, pop culture references. There's like 300 plus, like so many. And then number 2, the reason why this movie is not my number 1 is because I did not watch it as many times as what my number 1 is. But for me, it's gonna be the 2004 SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the first one. Rose-tinted glasses, I know, but SpongeBob is my favorite cartoon literally of all time. Anybody who saw the DK Oldies unboxing video saw that I just got the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game for PS2, because SpongeBob is childhood, so this game and this movie, childhood. I love SpongeBob, and I'm just proud to say that he's been around for 25 years. I've been around for 25 years. Quarter of a century, baby, we made it. Quarter of a century, SpongeBob and me, man. And remember, what's funnier than 24? 25. All right, now, those who know me, like I said in the beginning, know what my number 1 favorite movie of all time is. So if any of you know me personally, this comes as no surprise, but if you're new here, I am the biggest fan of the OG Space Jam. That is my favorite movie of all time. When I was a kid, I loved basketball, still my favorite sport. I know nerds don't generally do sports, but if I had to pick a sport that I absolutely love, basketball. And it combines my favorite sport with cartoons. I love cartoons. And just, I probably have seen Space Jam collectively in my life close to possibly 100 times. Like, that's not an exaggeration, like literally probably 100 times. And for me, it's just, nostalgia is like my biggest thing. I live on nostalgia. I live for nostalgia. I love nostalgia. Anything that brings me nostalgia, I am automatically like, yeah, I want that. That's mine. Nostalgia fuels me, basically. I mean, and I was so excited to make this video. Now I kick it to my audience. Post in the comments, sound off what your top 10 movies are. Maybe it's romance, maybe it's, nothing but action, maybe it's stacked with nothing but 80s and 70s and 90s films, because we all know those eras, those decades produced some bangers. But that's all for this video. Thank you for watching Nerds Corner 99. There will be more content coming, more reveals, more fun, more top 10s. Next one up is my favorite Marvel films. That's the one I'm going to film and upload next. Peace.